because what I'm going to share with you is a journey I've walked. I come from a very, very humble background. I don't have so many connections, but I'm a product of grace and mercy. I'm a lady who believes that I can be whatever I deserve to be. I'm a go-getter. I'm very resilient, focused, intentional, and very deliberate. So today I wanted to share some of the things that have defined me. When Patience told me we're having a vision board party, you'll ask me where I met Patience at Makerere University. Patience was way younger than me, in a lower class. But because we used to go in the same gym, we connected, and this is where we are. So she told me, Joyce, come and join the vision board party. I said, why not? Because I see a big dream in her. We keep meeting now and again at office. And one thing I have to tell you, ladies, is what you see yourself become is what you're going to become. Remember that what you keep seeing is the vision we are talking about today. Where do you see yourself? That's a key question. We may be few, but we are going to break the glass ceiling in the next few years. So it's not about the numbers. Even if you are 3, I would still share the same story. I do a lot of motivation. I've shared so many motivational speeches with Stanbic Bank, Standard Chartered with over 200 women, SINOC, Uganda Law Society. I've shared with the East African Law Society. Next week, I'll be flying out to Kenya to share with Kenyans, Tanzanians, etc. But it began with having a vision. It's began with knowing that I can be whatever I have to be. Don't allow to be limited by your background, okay? Because most women are professional starters. You live today when you've started something, you've written on the board. 2 weeks down the road, we meet you and you're like, I don't have money. I'm going through a relationship breakdown. I got emotional breakdown. I'm so stressed with a job. I'm so stressed with the money. Ladies, time does not wait for anybody. When you live today, remember that every new year that comes, you need to leave a legacy. For me, what I understand by a vision, similar to what Patience has shared, is influence. What influence are you going to leave? What impact are you going to leave? What will you be remembered for? How are they going to define Joyce Nalunga Bidimumaso? Remember, the world is watching. Our children are watching who we are. Our husbands will also know who we are. For those that are single, your peers are looking up to you. In the community, they look up to us. So vision is the influence you want to leave in this generation. It's that impact. It's the legacy that you want to leave. What will people say when Joyce passes on? I know they will always say that I was a very, very hardworking, energetic, passionate woman. Vision to me is about your personal vision as you. For example, 3 years ago, I told someone that I need to die with a title called Dr. Joyce Nalunga. So in 2019, after my second master's, I enrolled for a PhD. I was the best. Because for me, everything I do, I put in 100%. Ladies, we have a lot of potential. We can do so much more than you see. Actually, each of you here can define history. But we are limited by that mindset. Sometimes you look at our friends, they are slow, and you're like, after all, so-and-so is like this. Sometimes you look at your husband, he's slow, and you're like, maybe my husband, I'll overcompete him. But with a vision, it's about you. But you can still pursue your personal vision if you're focused on it. Nothing should limit you. Nothing should stop you. Leave this session when it's about you. Sit down and look at the issues that are limiting you. They are way petty, okay? They are not compared to the potential that you have. So when I enrolled for it, actually I told my husband when I'd finished my first semester, I told him, you know what, I'm doing a master's in public admin and management. I told him why, because I know when I attend my interviews in public service, they will look at my profile. I don't have a public management angle because I've been working in private practice all along. So I said, let me join. I finished it on record time. But there is a cost for success, ladies. There is a price to pay. It was very expensive. For you to be great and to remain visionary and on the top, there is a price to pay, ladies and gentlemen. You pay a price. You incur a cost. There'll be sleepless nights, like Patience has shared. The behind the scenes are never known. I said in my heart, will I handle? But I didn't forget my vision. Now I'm graduating in October as Dr. Joyce Nalunga. Okay? So what I want to tell you today, you can be anything. Don't compete with anybody to be who you are. Do not look at people and feel they've left you. You can get there when you focus on it in the name of Jesus. Don't compete with anyone. You can compete with yourself. So I started. It was expensive. It is still expensive. I paid 10 million a year for my PhD. 2020 was hard. We're only 2 ladies in the class with my best friend. She's called Angelina. As we do our vision today, the boards that Patience shared, remember, there are people that are out there that want to discourage us. It begins with even your siblings. Some of them can't believe you can be better than them. People will always give you ideas they've never done, but they want to drain you and suck the energy out of you. Remain focused. Your vision is what people are going to remember about you when you pass on. Your vision is what people are going to say, that actually Sarah was this, Joyce was this. Its impact, its influence, its legacy. If you want, you can summarize in LII. It's your legacy, it's your impact, it's your influence. That's how people are going to remember you. Everywhere. And when you have a vision, you cling on it like nothing else. Like Patience has shared. You want to build rentals. I have my vision board. I want to build. I want to do this. I focus on it. Let me also tell you something. You will fail many times, but remain focused. I did my first master's in Makerere University. I think when I was having my 3rd daughter, I didn't complete. I was pregnant. I had morning sickness. I did the first year. I passed. I defended my proposal. I wasn't so composed, so I failed. But that did not stop me. Now I have 2 masters, one from UCU, one from Deja University. So there will always be the failing bit in our visions. Every great person you've seen has a black spot. A vision is about legacy, impact, influence. What is the personal impact you're going to leave? Personally, I'm going to have the rank of a doctor. Personally, I'm going to have a mother that has looked after orphans and stepdaughters without any glitches. I was supposed to come with my stepdaughter. I met them when they were way younger. Their mom had died. So I met a widower and I was a divorcee. I said, I will never take a brand of wicked stepmothers. I move with her all the time. Most of the time we move together. People think I'm her sister. So how will people, if they ask them one day, tell us about Joyce, will they give another version of Joyce? And other people are saying Joyce is like this. No. Legacy, impact, and influence. In the family, even as we relate with our husbands and friends, at work, how do they define you? In the community, legacy, impact, and influence. Where I work, I should be remembered, but it should sync with my community. Do you know for the jobs we hold, they do a due diligence on the village? Impact, influence, and that's what your vision is today. In the community. At work, are you a person who has a lot of intrigue? Are you the one who gossips a lot about the girls that are single or the marrieds that are going through divorce? Are you the one that is critiquing the boss? She doesn't dress very well. Some people will never dress well, but they have a lot of intelligence. Are you a person who kills dreams of others? Someone come, when I was a CEO, I was in charge of 240 staff. I was way older than them. Some could come and say, I have morning sickness, I'm not fine. I could tell my board I gave her leave of 2 weeks because I had to understand if I went through it, then I believe these little girls are going through it. I could give people opportunities. I'm a good orator. I could give them chance to speak. I created a system whereby each and every manager will give us a motivation talk. Why? To empower them to speak publicly. I had no competition. No one could be me, and no one can be you. No one. We are so authentic. We are so original. We are the best versions of ourselves. We are no one. No one can be Joyce Nalunga. When I reached there, I told them, you know what? I'm going to be here for 2 years. I left ULS after 2 years and 3 months. You're bigger than what people see. People are just seeing only 1%. The 99 has not come out yet. And you have to be intentional at getting your 99. Do not be limited by people that are seated back. Do not be limited by people that believe they cannot amount to anything. Sometimes our peers cannot imagine that we can exceed them. Even our siblings can have some tingling jealousy. It is okay. Continue focusing on where you're going. Continue focusing on who you are. Remember the vision you're making today. You have to graduate. We've seen patients here. I have to look after my health. I don't just eat junk. Because you need to be great. If you don't eat well, you're going to get cancer. If you don't eat well, you're going to get pressure. You have to always remember, my personality is bigger than what people see. That's the vision we are making today, the evening party we are having. Vision. Now, once you discover that you have a vision, let me tell you something else that I've always loved and why I became a motivation speaker. I think I've never told patients. I love inspiring women. Do you know I even do Zoom meetings for free to inspire my community? I do, if you come to my church, I'm always the youth guest speaker. Last weekend, I was speaking to over, I think, 230 students, youth. I had a meeting somewhere, I ended up not going. Because the kids decided to have talk therapy with me one-on-one. Guess what? I discovered some of them are pregnant, others have aborted, others have been raped, others, their mothers are busy on the phone, others, their fathers stepfathers are busy abusing them. I said, let me spend time with these village children. Maybe God put me in this village to have an impact. I listened. My heart was like, if God has positioned me and given me this opportunity, I have to be remembered by these children as an influence in their lives. So it goes with thinking beyond your now. Women easily get excited. You leave this meeting with those points. I wish we meet you end of March. I will still come. You know, and we see how far you've gone. So anyway, I decided that let me start what they call a female lawyers network. Now I have over 1,000 female lawyers. Started it last year. Now let me tell you why women are professional starters. When I started it, I had a plan. I scheduled that every Friday I will have a speaker. I contacted judges. I contacted the DPP. God has given me the power of connections and valuing relationships. Friends, for you to get somewhere, you need relationships. That's why we have met here. Don't leave until we've had an interaction with you. Beyond, because I apart from my sister-in-law there, I don't know the rest. Let's exchange cards. Let's know who you are. Let's have that WhatsApp group vibrant. So I started, one of my friends said, Joyce, I think I'm also going to start a Muslim Lawyers Women Association. You know me, I'm a cheerleader. Even if you're telling me you're going to, that's why I came for Patience's thing. Patience came and we were doing evaluation. She said, Joyce, I don't know if women will come. I told her, Patience, even if there are 2, let us step into the water like Joshua. We start, we do, we keep doing every quarter. God will bring the right people we need. Because I knew she had a burden. That's her vision. It's her legacy. This is her thing. She had to pour out and tell us how we are supposed to do a vision board. So always be people's cheerleaders. So I cheered up my friend very fast. Meanwhile, when you start something that you've written on the board today, make sure you follow legalese. I registered it. I made a constitution. I looked for a vibrant, energetic person. Tola, be my CEO, run it. Use it. Let me tell you, success is expensive. People think I have a secretariat of 30 people. I don't have it. It's me running it and some friend of mine. That's why I want you to learn today. As you do your vision, reskill yourself with excellent skills. If you want to be like Patience, a motivation speaker like Joyce Meyer, learn how to do public speaking. Learn how to phrase yourself. Learn how to introduce yourself. Comply with dress code. Be organized. Keep time. Today we didn't keep time. And I was sitting there on my phone and I was like, we didn't keep time. I eat my meals with my mom every day. When my mom turned 80, I said I need to see her every day because I don't know how long I'm going to have her. Every day parents are dying. So I was like, but I said, no, we have to be and make sure the dream of Patience comes to fruition. But we are also learning and benefiting. So the point I want you to pick is write down what you want to do and take a step. Don't fear, like someone was saying you fear. My dear, don't fear will always come. I registered it. I got a bank account. I got social media handles. I got a good graphic designer. I did everything. Why? Because it is a passion I've had to motivate people. For all those months, I was paying online Zoom 350,000 so that I have a big threshold of 500 viewers from my own pocket. But even in a tough economy, big dreams and visions have a price to pay. Whatever you want to do, make a step. Don't fear. Every great man has feared. I was listening to somebody said that every big dreamer, they even dream when they don't have the money. Let these visions, whatever you've written, is it losing weight? At one time, my weight had escalated so much. But I was studying and it was very expensive. I decided to do my exercises at home. Okay, I do my rope, I monitor what I eat. I mean, do whatever it takes because you may not be able to manage paying dollars in a gym, but you can be able to do something at home. Skip a rope in your bedroom, do your sit-ups, look good. Why? Because you have a big potential for greatness. You need to have a portrait. You need to market yourself. I motivate people. My cousin has a business of spare parts. I told her, record a TikTok thanking people who have been buying spare parts from you. Promise them more stock. When she did it, she got more customers. She said, I was fearing because people will laugh at me. People will laugh if you don't do it, and they will laugh even when you do it. Let's give it a round of praise and clap our hands. People will laugh. Women love laughing. Let them laugh when you've taken a step than for them to laugh when you've not done anything. If it is a boutique, if it is a salon, be deliberate about looking good. Not for anybody else. Women love looking good for men, but look good for you. Let's clap for that. Surely, what does it cost for you to buy turmeric of about 5,000 and doing a home body scrub? I do a body scrub at home, my full body. I can even do honey and lemon. I simply buy my lemons and honey in a dish, put on it, scrub myself, scrub my neck, my thighs, my feet, so that my body is toned and uniform. Do you need to go to a soothing spa? There is a price for success and excellence and being the best version of you. Do you want to be known? My vision last year, 2 years ago, was to be known nationally and internationally. So I decided to write articles. I've written so far 42 articles in Monitor and New Vision for free. Tell your neighbor for free. I simply write a good article and I send it to the editors. They've never met me. They've never seen me. Last year they even gave me a power bank as a gift, as one of their random writers. I can even write about this vision board. Actually, I'll write about it. Why not? People need information. People will forget how I looked and the jobs I held, but they'll never forget what I've written. So do whatever you can do. When I decided to write, I met a friend of mine, he's a chief editor. I told you, can you teach me how to write? He told me, Joyce, when you're writing an article, make it very simple, because people that are reading it are not lawyers, doctors, or engineers. But make sure you write on your passion. I write about gender justice. I write about girls. I write about women. I write about leadership. In my workspace, I write about corruption. So, ladies, make sure you don't doubt your potential. Me, I come from a poor background, and God has lifted me without connections. Why? Because I leveraged on my strength. Don't say, no, I don't know anyone. No. You can become someone very important in this nation. Let me tell you, even our president, he loves people of influence and value. Don't mind unhealthy competition. Sometimes your friend can start something because you've started it. You're selling shoes and bags. She also markets the same products. It's okay. Let me tell you, the sky can't limit who we are going to be. Continue doing what you're doing because you have a plan and an agenda. People will always drop off. Please don't drop off. Are you adding value at work? Value addition is being resourceful, is being knowledgeable. Do you read the papers? Can you sustain a meaningful conversation? Can you be articulate with your views? Can you supplement points? And learn to read. Focus on reading. Let me tell you, visionary people read and study. Read books. Learn vocabulary. Learn to phrase your points. Learn to speak with confidence. People will pinch you. People will touch you. Don't drop off. Start today. Compete with yourself only. Every day, write down what you've done. Do not imitate. Do your things the unique way you want to do them. I'll try to be a little fast. You're born to manifest and not to experience, to be an experiment. Manifest your potential. Study the books of big dreamers. Borrow ideas. Be confident everywhere. When you go in a meeting, dominate. Me, if you go in a meeting with me and you're shy, you're going to leave that meeting when even when you take me for a cocktail, I warn you that for me, I'm going to network beyond you. Wherever you go, dominate. And also have a price. When you go for those parties and you see people doing funny things, they're dancing pakachini, when you're going to be a great person, there are things you don't do. Now that's another sign. They're not every stroke that you're supposed to do it. You know, I see mothers recording TikTok, and I wonder, when you're getting a powerful job, they do at a social media screening, whatever you have posted. Like our patient screened very fast. She saw my profile and what I've written. People do a TikTok scan, a social media, your Instagram. Are you cleavaging out? You want to be a consultant. The president wants to appoint you for a big job. Will he appoint you when you have TikTok, you're doing strokes? No. With your vision should be who you want to be. Please, continue to see that vision, because your vision would catapult you into your purpose. Believe in big dreams. Your dream has to scare you. If it doesn't scare you, then that's not a dream. Look at people and tell them, the person you're seeing. Sometimes I tell people that, let me tell you, you're lucky that you've interfaced with me. People laugh. I tell them, you're lucky you interfaced with me because I'm a very great woman. The more you keep saying who you are, the more people see you. We may not mention a lot of scriptures, but there is power in prayer. Let me tell you, I'm a very, very prayerful girl behind the scenes. My life is about prayer. And believing that God can turn me into something. Because if God has lifted me to this level, then he can lift me higher. Your gift will open doors for you. But the gift starts with a vision. If you want to motivate, if you want to inspire, start. If you want to bake, if you want to cook, learn. Get positive influencers. Get encouragement. Have good social media. If you want a better job, have a better LinkedIn. Position yourself to be great. Put on suits. Be smart. Dress so well. When you're going for a party and it is something, look for that outfit. For those of you that did wear floral, it's okay, I forgive you. But try to look for floral. Anyway. I just want you, patients, to thank you very much for the opportunity. The last line I think I'm going to say, and I wish you can record it, that a vision will help you choose the right friends. A vision will choose your future. A vision will choose the kind of books that you read, your library. It will help you use your time wisely, and it will dictate your energy. A vision will also dictate your priorities in life. Vision determines your standards and how you behave. If you want to be great, if you want to be a CEO, if you want to be important, if you want to be a businessman, develop business relationships and sustain them. A vision determines how you perceive things. It is part of your to-do list. It gives you attitude. Start seeing yourself great. Don't be sucked by life. Life can be stressing. It helps you choose lifestyle. And it also teaches you how to invest. I'm now investing in my FLN. I'm investing because I want one day for women lawyers to stand up and say, Joyce, you're the reason I managed to remain confident. It determines your value. And lastly, avoid toxic people and dream killers. Ignore the negative, draining opinions of others as you pursue your vision. Shun negative energy. Failures are normal and discouragement is okay. But remain focused on your vision. Thank you so much for listening to me. Hope I've blessed you people out there. Patience, thank you so much for the opportunity.